Roxy Leslie with Village Animal Clinic, and he is going to educate us all on canine kennel cough and bordetella. It is that time of the year. And so, Roxy, what is kennel cough?
It's an upper respiratory disease, and it falls under two categories of bordetella and parainfluenza. And it can be either one. If the dog is exposed and not thoroughly vaccinated or has a good immune response, they're going to get it, and it's going to show up as a dog that is just coughing.
All right, if I have a very social dog or a dog that comes to doggy daycare, a lot of my clients are getting confusing information. Should they have their bordetella vaccine once a year or every 6 months?
What we're in touch with the vaccine manufacturers, and what they're saying is they do have the injectable 1-year bordetella parainfluenza vaccine, but they're recommending now, in light of what's almost like an epidemic in our area, that on these dogs that are going to be highly social, daycares, dog parks, groomers, boarding, that they have 6-month inoculations.
Now, how do the dogs transfer from one dog to another?
This is strictly like you would almost a common cold in people. It's going to be nasal droplets. They're in contact. Yeah, it's a contact disease where one dog's getting it being around another. Okay,
and before the symptoms show, how long are they they're contagious before they start coughing or showing the symptoms, right?
The dog that's going to get it, he's going to be exposed, and then you're not going to see that coughing dog for 3 or 4 days before the onslaught of the cough.
Okay. And once a dog is showing the symptoms and they come to you, what is the protocol from there?
Okay. The bordetella and parainfluenza they're self-limiting diseases, meaning that they will eventually go away on their own, but that can go on for quite a while and they can be quite contagious. So what we do in the meantime is we do put these guys on an antibiotic, and we use a cough suppressant because people do like to sleep rather than listen to the dog cough. And that shortens the time frame and also keeps the dog from developing into something like pneumonia or something further in the airway.
Now, if a dog has been exposed to kennel cough and they do have their bordetella, is it possible they're not going to catch the kennel cough if they've been exposed to it for a week or so?
Yeah, the thing what we're trying to figure out now, working with the veterinarians at Pfizer, they've okayed to do some swabs of these dogs, both nasal and throat swabs, and we're trying to work with them to see if this is some kind of variant strain or exactly what we're dealing with here in Mobile and Baldwin County, to see if we're actually covered with the vaccine, or is this going to be some kind of strain that really we don't have any coverage for.
I see. So how long would you recommend that if one of our dogs, say at WalksandWags, comes down with kennel cough, would you say like 6 weeks is a safe period for them to stay out of school?
If it's a vaccinated dog that has come down with a cough, certainly I would get them on the antibiotic, certainly get them on the cough suppressant. And yeah, they're probably going to be gone for, depending on the dog and the way it responds, 4 to 6 weeks of being home. Now you also run the risk of not only once they're at home, you run the risk of also your neighbor's dogs all starting to cough. And so it's a real tough one there on limiting their activity because they still have to go outside and do dog stuff. So that's a tough one. But on the vaccinated dog, we certainly ought to be safe at the 4 to 6 week range.
Can they get it twice? Can they get like a relapse?
Well, they can. You would probably be more likely to see if they had the bordetella bronchoseptica version first that caused a cough, and then they were subjected to parainfluenza second, then you could end up with a dog who basically looks like he re-caught kennel cough because there are 2 distinct species there. So you could, technically, yes, you could.
Okay.
But they wouldn't be likely, they certainly wouldn't catch bordetella get over it and then recatch Bordetella. They wouldn't do that.
Do you have any updates from the pharmaceutical company that we should check back with you?
We've got 3 different dogs that we're pending virus isolations on and bacterial cultures on right now. A couple of dogs that you and I share as clients that we're really interested in because we want to do what we can to minimize their chances of catching any type of disease. So we're waiting to hear back on those. We've done the first dog we swabbed was probably the first of last week, so we should get some of that information starting to come in this week.
All right, thanks, Roxy. If you have any questions or even think possibly your dog may be coming down with kennel cough, call Village Animal Clinic 661-6189, Dr. Leslie.